Hey guys, happy Friday. Listen, I decided to come outside today. It's a beautiful day. I just had physical therapy, which I get on my back. And my physical therapist is better than yours, okay? She is amazing. First and foremost, she is a sister in Christ. And she talks about the Lord, ministers while you are at your session. So awesome. And look what she gave me, y'all. I'm gonna share this with you guys. She has laminates, and so she laminates things. This one here says, I am beautiful. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. Proverbs 31:25. You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Psalm 139:13-16. Then it says, I am valuable. Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord who fulfilled his promises to her. Luke 1:45. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5:8. And then it says, I am created as beloved, and Christ lives in me. Yeah, here comes a fire truck, so I'm not going to talk. You're not going to be able to hear me. And it says, she is worth far more than rubies. Proverbs 31:10. I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. In the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Galatians 2:20. Isn't that cool? Thank you so much, Kelly, if you are watching this. She started following me after I became a patient, and she is just awesome. So knowledgeable and helpful as well. And so she gave a few others. So I won't share all of them, but look into James 1:6-8. The other one is Colossians 3:1-4. If then you were raised with Christ, seek those which are above, where Christ is, sitting at the right hand of God. Set your mind on things above, not on things on the earth. For you died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, appears, then you also will appear with him in glory. So guys, what I love so much about this idea was that she had them. The bird wants to talk over me today. But she had all of these laminated, and she put them into a little Ziploc bag so that she could give them out, which I just think is so awesome. But today, guys, what I wanted to talk to you about is the fitness portion of my channel. Go away, bird. Goodness. The fitness portion of my channel is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So you may have heard me, here and there mention about the importance of getting rid of the spirit of gluttony. Okay, the video that I did a few months ago now that talked about the spirit of gluttony and how God told me I was going to lose my birthright, which, knowing and understanding that there is purpose behind your life, there is purpose behind why you're here, and God has a purpose for how he desires to use you. And when the spirit of gluttony comes into play, we always assume that the spirit of gluttony has something to do with our, whether or not we're heavy set or skinny, and whether or not we want to lose weight. When the spirit of gluttony actually comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Because when you think about it, if you're dealing with the spirit of gluttony, it's basically keeping you from being able to have self-control when you're eating, which means certain things that you may be eating are not good for your body internally. And so because of that, it ends up causing you to be more susceptible to disease, all right? And you're not going to be able to live out God's purpose if you are riddled with disease, dis-ease in your body. And so God came to me and told me that if you don't stop your eating habits, if you don't stop doing the things that you're doing, then you're going to lose the birthright. You're going to lose the inheritance that is coming to you. And so this was a very serious thing for me. Although it was very, very hard for me to get it under control, I still battle, because that's how we know it's a spirit. When we are battling with it and we can't seem to just make a decision and execute that, with action, then we know that there is a spirit behind it. I know that I'm dealing with a spirit because it has been super, super hard for me to stick to anything. So the Lord downloaded this information into me because there's so many people that are dealing with the same exact thing. So He wanted me to share this. So I don't want to make this video long. But basically what I will be doing from this point forward is adding a portion of fitness to my channel. Okay. So I will be sharing times that I am going out and hiking. I love to hike and work out. I don't like gyms. Gyms is just not me. So I will be sharing when I go and hike, sharing encouraging word and prayer, so that with each step of faith toward eating right and working out, we can believe that God is tearing down the altar of gluttony, okay? So what He recommended was first starting out doing a corporate fast for 3 days first, okay? To all come into agreement with the Lord to weaken the flesh within that area of our life. Create prayer to come against the spirit of gluttony with scripture before each video. Okay, so that will be what I will do. I will pray coming into each video, or I will pray somewhere in the video. And I will provide some form of scripture, of focus for that. Every week I'll do a video on meal or meal prep. Second, discussions on workouts. Okay, there'll be discussions on workouts and hiking. And I will also give encouragement within these videos. So while I'm walking, I will be resisting the devil so that he will flee, which is anything that's there to reject your commitment to eat healthy, okay? I don't want my phone to overheat, y'all. So resisting the devil, what does that look like in a situation like this? You need to resist that hamburger, okay? Resist the thoughts of skipping your workouts. Resist the thoughts of not wanting to eat the healthy food choices. All right, practical ways of defeating the devil weekly is my goal. Okay, now because I am also battling as well, we're doing this together. So I share my challenge each week with you guys that I may be having and how I work to get through that challenge. It is so important that I begin to start this because I've been fighting to keep from starting this. I think because I knew that once I started it, I was going to be held accountable and I would have to continue to do it. I want to do it because I know I need to, but I was afraid of starting and, like many other things, not sticking to it. And the Lord told me, I'm not expecting for you to do this and be perfect. I'm expecting for you to do this and to just be obedient and believing that as you step out on faith to do what I asked you to do, that you're going to not only help yourself be delivered from the spirit of gluttony, but help others, okay? So I do not claim to be an expert. I do not claim to be a doctor or a dietitian. I do have information from when I lost weight few years ago taking phentermine, but I did change my eating habits. I did go to a dietitian, so I do have information that I will be sharing with you guys that may be helpful as well. Now, we usually fall and stay down without accountability. So this time, if you fall down, we can hold each other accountable. That is the most important part. There will be different things like 5 habits to get rid of the spirit of gluttony. 5 habits to stay consistent with your meal prepping. Okay, 5 recipes for amazing smoothies that satisfy your sweet tooth. Because if you're somebody like me who has an issue with sweets, my goodness, baking cookies, that's my issue. Okay, meal ideas for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Okay, snacks that I thought were healthy but aren't. Because a lot of us might think that certain snacks are healthy, but they may not be. They may be something that's actually making it worse. So I will be revisiting my old videos, gaining information from that and including it. So we are doing this for our health, but of course, because we're doing this for our health, there will be weight loss benefits. But the purpose of this is not to do it so that we can lose weight. Okay, it's spiritual reasons behind it. That is the foundation of why we're doing this. But the benefit of it will be that you may lose weight. Okay, once the spirit of gluttony is healed and you're looking good, all right, you must stay prayed and covered to keep the spirit of vanity or pride or lust at bay and away from you, okay? Because a lot of people may be wearing some things that they never thought they could wear once they start noticing a change in the mirror. And then temptation enters through that attention. And if you're not at the Lord's feet, okay, you will fall victim and open another door and entertain the wrong person or fall into fornication. We're going to recognize that that can happen before it happens, and we're going to keep that away. So stay focused, all right? We're going to also be including herbs and veggies that are in the Bible and how to use them and to help with mucus and inflammation. And inflammation is considered a curse in Scripture. I deal with inflammation. So there are certain things, my Bible actually gives a breakdown of different herbs and things like that. So I may even do a trip to the farmer's market, purchase certain herbs that are in the Bible that the Lord revealed to me and how to use them for that purpose. Lastly, back then, the chemicals were not in the foods like they are right now, okay? And so the herbs and veggies were why they lived long lives, okay? Right now, a lot of our stuff is all tainted, full of crap. So it's going to be an adjustment to be able to get to where we need to be. But again, we are trying to do this together. So it will be very helpful if you are following along and you share your challenges in the comments. I may even, not sure yet, but I may start a members only like Facebook group or something like that. Not members only, but a private Facebook group community, so that those who are deciding to join this, you can go into the Facebook group and communicate with each other on the same topics, okay? I will not be necessarily posting every single day or something like that in that group, but it's an area where you can collectively share your experiences, give advice to one another that's helped or worked for you. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to start that, but I'm first and foremost is getting this out. This is the initial video to let you guys know what's coming. Next, I did already record a video of my first time, not my first time actually hiking, but my first time recording it for you guys for this purpose. So I will be putting that up shortly. You guys look out for that, okay? I'm excited. I look forward to removing the spirit of gluttony and becoming healthier overall with you guys, okay? All right, guys, this is all I have to say about this. Look forward to doing this with you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.